Right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol OCGN, Ocugen Inc. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all the first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to the channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all the subscribers, welcome back. And as we check everything here that this chart is showing us, I want every single investor and viewer to be aware that I have a ticker symbol to share with you guys towards the end of this video that you won't want to miss, and you definitely want to add it to your watch list if you don't have it already. Now, if you want live updates on what ticker symbols I'm watching and more exclusive content before it's shared on any other platform, you can join me on Patreon. Join our private community. The link is down below in the description. Now, here we are with OCGN, Ocugen Inc. It had a nice pull up, right? And it hit highs here of $11, and then it kind of consolidated sideways, started to pull itself up early on in the day, and it's pulling back. Now, I want every single investor and viewer to be aware that the only reason why the stock market went up yesterday, and it's kind of very powerful to think that that's capable of doing that, is the fact that the Federal Reserve came out, talked out to everyone, to all the investors and to the public, saying, hey, we're still here, we're going to maintain everything the same, and inflation might be coming, which they've stated in different meetings and different times throughout the year. And they're like, inflation might be coming. We're not ignoring it, but we're not going to pay attention to it. We're just going to let it do what it does. But we're here to maintain, the market afloat, and we're going to continue to buy bonds and stuff like that. So when you see this upward trend, it was overall in the whole market. Now, Ocugen is pulling back, but the overall market, if we go to S&P 500, is actually running up, okay? I find that very interesting. Now, we need to see how the S&P 500 continues to react, because this run-up could be the anticipation and excitement that everything's going to still be backed up by the Fed, but we need to pay close attention to tomorrow and how next week plays out, because the beginning of this week was definitely turbulent. And then now the second half of the week, it's going up. And I had a feeling we were going to go up. Even if the Fed didn't really speak, there was going to be some type of upward movement because of the earnings of the companies rolling out their earnings from Wednesday to Friday, which tomorrow is going to be interesting. If we have a pullback, that goes to show that this run was slightly because of the earnings of the companies rolling out their earnings, and also a slight touch of the Federal Reserve appearing. Now, I also want us to look at the fact that Ocugen and many other individual stocks, if they're not in the S&P 500 index, they're going to have some rocky, turbulent movement. All right, I want every single investor and viewer to be aware of that. And the reason behind that is because of the fact that a lot of investors are really uncertain and unsure right now, especially seeing this low here of $6 and then just running back up. They're not feeling very comfortable anymore because they've been paying attention to this fall from $18 since the beginning of February. So the whole month of February has been pretty turbulent, not just on Ocugen, but on many different stocks. So let's go ahead and look here at our support. This is the lowest point reached in the day, and that's 870. Our 50-day moving average is 890. We're currently sitting at 891. So if this breaks through 870, this could be on its way down to newer lows, new support levels, and going down deeper into bearish territory. Your next support level to watch would be 805, and then down here at 710. So keep those in mind moving forward into tomorrow and the upcoming week. But the first support level to watch closely is 870, even after market hours right now, and how this starts off the day tomorrow. Now, this is the peak here before it fell even deeper and falling below the 50-day moving average, and that's 957. That's what the bulls need to break through. I want every single investor and viewer to be aware that 957 needs to be broken through, turn into a support, so that the bulls can pull upwards to reach new highs and new resistance levels. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community, and don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watch this video. stay tuned to the end because I have a ticker symbol to share with you guys. You definitely want to have on your watch list if you don't have it already. So for everyone that has made it to this point in the video, if you're interested in receiving live updates on what ticker symbols I'm watching weekly or within the week as they come up, you can join us over at the private community and Patreon. The link is down below in the description. And if you can't find it down below, you can come to my main page here of the channel, and right next to the welcome video, the Patreon link should pop up. Now, once you click on it, you will be redirected over to the Patreon page. And this is a community of investors within a financial community that we're going to talk about stocks to add to your watch list. And I will be talking about what attracted me to them and giving you guys updates on what I'm seeing. So if you want to know more information, live updates before anywhere else on any other platform it's talked about, you can join us over in the community here at Patreon. Let's go ahead and jump into this chart and see what ticker symbol you guys want to go ahead and add to your watch list. So the ticker symbol you want to add to your watch list is AMWL, American Well Corp. Now, we've talked about it several times in the past in our videos, and the first time I talked about it was back in December. I caught it here, hitting its highs here of $30. I told everyone, watch this closely. If it pulls back, it started to pull back and level off, and then it ran up, and then it pulled back again. Once I saw it pull back, I did want every single investor and viewer to be aware of this one, because obviously on the way up, we needed to watch closely how it was reacting, and it went all the way down to $24 and some change, and I wanted to pay close attention to see what's going on. It continued to run, and I was caught up with so many other ticker symbols. I did not get a chance to talk about it around this area. Now, I saw it run up to $40 and some change, and then it fell right back down. And as soon as I saw that pullback, I wanted every single investor and viewer to watch this closely for consolidation or a pullback. Now, it did consolidate pretty strong, and it was looking pretty healthy within this area after I talked about it towards the end of January. But the month of February has been pretty rocky overall in the market, and this stock has been plunging down. Now, for those of you that are not aware of what sector this is in, well, this is part of the telehealth sector. So I definitely recommend doing more research on ticker symbol AMWL, American Well Corp. But if you were to go ahead and confirm what is something that's comparable to this stock, obviously I'm not saying it's the same exact thing, it would be something like Teladoc. Now think about Teladoc's, right, market capitalization and also their total entire price per share and market, right? So their market cap here is $36 billion. Their price per share is $254, right? So I'm not saying that it's going to be the same exact graph and exponential growth, but it just shows us the potential. This is a $36 billion company, and American Well is a $6 billion company. So there's room here for American Well to grow over time, especially as telehealth becomes more normalized, and it's becoming a norm to go ahead and do telehealth instead of sitting, right, in an office, in a waiting room, if you don't really need to see in person or see like a lesion or something physical. If anything, like a routine checkup, that's going to become the norm for telehealth. So American Well Corp is definitely one to add to your watch list and pay close attention to, especially as it's dipping and it's below, right, those prices the first time I caught it. It's almost falling back to this area where it consolidated, and it is below the last time I spoke about it again when it was around $35 after hitting this high of $43. So we've already seen this stock's price action and what it's capable of. So there is room here. Now, I have the RSI up on the 30-minute, and it's showing like a recovery, right? And you could see that the RSI is also showing that it's pulling back up, the MACD. But let's go ahead and put the one-day chart, and I want you guys to see something here. The one-day chart in the RSI, it was hitting new lows, and it's kind of bouncing back here, kind of like a sideways movement. You can see it right there, and it hasn't hit oversold. Now, once it hit that peak, it did hit overbought, and since then it's been falling. And you could see here in the MACD that it's not finished with the downward trend, or it hasn't leveled off. So this is the time to watch this one carefully as things continue to play out. And anything in the oversold section may start to look like an opportunity. But keep in mind, with the way the market is, things could continue to go lower. This is definitely one to add to your watch list and keep a close eye on. Big opportunity in this sector. I'm not saying it's going to be just like Teladoc, but it has opportunity. And its market cap is around 1/5, right, of the Teladoc market cap. You can see it right there. Actually 1/6, right? 6 times 6 equals 36. So if you were to multiply this number by 6, it gives you an idea of what opportunity and room there is there for that stock to grow into. But we're going to have to see how much of the market share this starts to obtain. And as always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.